President Ibrahim Traoré stood at the airport, dressed simply, blending into the crowd. No bodyguards, no press, no sirens, just him. It had been years since he traveled without security, but he craved this moment. His cousin had just welcomed triplets abroad, and he wanted to surprise her. Just 2 days, no official duties, no protocols, just a quiet visit to feel like an ordinary man again. He longed to walk freely, breathe easily, and reclaim a piece of normalcy. That morning, he took a taxi from his hotel to his cousin's upscale neighborhood. The area was stunning. Towering green trees, manicured lawns, and grand homes exuded wealth and calm. But as the taxi pulled away, Ibrahim realized he had a problem. He'd forgotten the exact address in his hotel room, and his phone was dead. He scanned the street for a familiar landmark or sign, but everything looked eerily similar, polished, pristine, and unfamiliar. After wandering for 15 minutes, he decided to ask for help. He approached a white-painted house adorned with vibrant flowers and rang the doorbell. Moments later, a woman in her early 60s opened the door. Her expression soured instantly, arms crossing tightly. "Yes?" she said, her tone icy. "Good afternoon, ma'am," Ibrahim began politely. "I'm sorry to disturb you. I'm visiting my cousin. She just had triplets. My phone's dead, and I forgot her address. Could you possibly help me contact her?" She cut him off, her voice sharp. "What are you doing here? This is a respectable neighborhood for decent people, not for people like you to wander around." Ibrahim blinked, stunned. "I'm just trying to find my cousin." "I mean no harm," he said gently. She stepped forward, her face twisting with disdain. "Don't lie to me. I know your kind. You come here to steal or snoop around wealthy homes. This is no place for you. I'm calling the police." "Please, ma'am." "There's no need for that," Ibrahim said calmly. "I'm telling the truth. I'm from Burkina Faso, godfather to my cousin's children. If I could just call her—" "You think I'd give you my phone?" she shouted. "You'd probably run off with it. Leave now, or I'll make this worse." Ibrahim tried to explain again, but she was already dialing. Neighbors peered from windows. A man stepped outside, shaking his head in disapproval. Within 10 minutes, 2 police cars arrived, lights flashing. 2 female officers approached briskly. "There he is," the woman said, pointing. "He's been knocking on doors, refusing to leave. I don't feel safe." The officers turned to Ibrahim. "Sir, do you live here?" one asked. "No, officer. I'm visiting my cousin. She just had triplets. I lost her address, and my phone's dead. I just needed help." "Visiting who?" the second officer snapped. "My cousin. I have ID in my pocket." "Don't move!" the first officer barked. "Touch your pocket and you're done! Hands where we can see them!" Ibrahim froze, shocked by their hostility. "I'm not a threat," he said, raising his hands. "Hands on your head!" the second officer ordered. He complied silently. "Please let me call my cousin. She'll explain everything." "You're in trouble already," the first officer said. "This is a high-security area. You don't belong here. Who let you in?" "I came by taxi," Ibrahim replied. "We'll sort it out at the station," the second officer said, dismissing his words. They handcuffed him and led him to the car. The woman watched, arms folded, a smug smile on her face. "Serves him right," she muttered. In the police car, Ibrahim stared out the window, calm outwardly but heavy within. He'd only wanted 2 days of freedom, to feel human in a wealthy neighborhood. But the world wasn't ready to see a black man as just a man. He tried explaining again. "I'm the president of Burkina Faso. My name is Ibrahim Traoré. You can verify it." The officers laughed. "Nice try," one said. "You're not the first to pull that." "I'm serious," he insisted. "Let me call my cousin. She'll confirm everything." "You're a suspect. No privileges," the officer retorted. Ibrahim closed his eyes and whispered, "If a president is treated this way, how many others suffer in silence?" At the station, Ibrahim was led to a small room with a cold metal bench and locked inside, still handcuffed. He sat quietly, his heart heavy, not from the insult, but from what it revealed about the world. If someone like him could be treated this way because of his skin, what about those without a voice? The faded walls and chilly bench mirrored the coldness of the day's events. He stayed calm, knowing anger wouldn't help, but his mind raced with the weight of injustice. Meanwhile, 15 minutes away, panic brewed at his cousin's home. Aisha, a nurse who'd lived abroad for a decade, had just given birth to triplets. Her husband, Michael, kept checking his phone. "He should have been here by now," Aisha said, cradling a baby. "He left the hotel over an hour ago." "Maybe his phone died," Michael said, dialing again. No answer. They waited another hour, growing anxious. "Something's wrong," Aisha said. "He wouldn't just vanish." Back at the station, a young officer named Daniel started his night shift. Passing the holding room, he noticed the calm, well-dressed man inside. "Who's that?" he asked a female officer. "Some guy trespassing in a rich neighborhood. Says he's looking for his cousin," she replied dismissively. Daniel peered through the glass. The man didn't seem like a criminal, composed, dignified, different. Something felt off. He entered the room. "Good evening, sir." "Evening," Ibrahim replied. "They said you were trespassing." "I knocked on a door. My phone was dead, and I was trying to find my cousin's house. She just had triplets. No one listened." "What's your name?" Daniel asked. "Ibrahim Traoré." "As in, the president of Burkina Faso?" "Yes." Daniel's eyes widened. He rushed to a computer, typed the name, and froze. Articles, photos, videos, it was him. The president of Burkina Faso was sitting in their cell. "Hey!" he shouted to the female officers. "Did you even check who this man is? He's the actual president." They laughed. "They all say that." Daniel was livid. "He's telling the truth. You arrested him without checking." Their smiles faded. Daniel hurried back, unlocking the door. "Sir, I'm so sorry. This is a terrible mistake." "Mistake?" Ibrahim said softly. "I told them I wasn't a criminal, I just needed help." "I had no idea," Daniel said, ashamed. "Please come with me. Let's get you out." The news spread through the station. The arresting officers apologized, but Ibrahim's gaze held quiet disappointment. "You didn't ask who I was. You only saw my skin." They mumbled apologies, citing protocol. "No," he said. "You followed prejudice." Daniel helped charge Ibrahim's phone. As it powered on, Aisha called. "Ibrahim, where are you? Are you okay?" "I'm fine," he said faintly. "I'll explain when I get there." An official car took him to Aisha's house. Daniel, still shaken, sat beside him. "I hope you can forgive us." "I forgive you," Ibrahim said. "But the world must learn. I'm not the only one this happens to. Many are jailed because no one listens." At Aisha's compound, Michael ran out hugging him. Aisha, tearful, held a baby. "You scared me." "I'm fine now," he said. "Let's be thankful." That night, Ibrahim held the triplets, smiling but heavy-hearted. He stayed at Aisha's, but the day's events lingered. After dinner, he sat alone in the guest room, staring out at the quiet street. The woman's venomous words, the handcuffs, the humiliation, it all replayed. "If I were an ordinary man," he whispered, "I'd still be in that cell." Michael joined him. "Something's wrong," he said gently. "You're too quiet." "It's not about me," Ibrahim said. "It's about the truth. This happens to so many, but no one talks about it until it's someone with power." "Your story could change things," Michael said. "I didn't want to be a story," Ibrahim replied. "I just wanted to feel normal." They sat in silence. "We can't change how people see us," Michael said, "but we can choose how we respond. You stayed calm. That's strength." "I was angry," Ibrahim admitted, "but anger won't fix the system. Only wisdom can." He barely slept, haunted by what-ifs. What if Daniel hadn't checked? What if he'd resisted? What if the story ended differently? The next morning, Aisha noticed his fatigue. "You're strong, Ibrahim, but even strong people hurt when the world wounds them." "Maybe this happened for a reason," she added, "to show the world this problem still exists." He nodded faintly. "You might be right." Daniel called, frantic. Sir, the news is everywhere. Someone leaked it. It's on social media, news channels. Some are shocked, others defend the officers. Let them talk, Ibrahim said. Truth doesn't need noise, just time. The chief of police and mayor want to meet you, Daniel added. They've issued apologies. Tell them I'll come, Ibrahim said. By noon, the station was swarmed with journalists. The chief, a nervous man in his 60s, and the mayor greeted Ibrahim. Mr. President, we're deeply sorry, the mayor said. This wasn't meant to happen. I understand, Ibrahim replied. But this isn't about me. It's about what this says to the world. We'll issue a public apology, the mayor said. I'll accept it, Ibrahim said, but only if you recognize that people of color shouldn't have to prove their humanity to be treated with dignity. Yesterday, I wasn't a president or a man, just a black person seen as a threat. Silence fell. I don't want revenge, he continued. I want change, a reporter asked. Will you press charges? No, Ibrahim said, but I'll speak, and I hope people listen. The live broadcast reached millions. His calm words stirred hearts. Some wept, some felt shame, others denied the truth. But the message landed. Ibrahim returned home quietly, no fanfare, just the warm sun of Burkina Faso. His guards, who'd followed the news, greeted him. Welcome back, sir, one said, concerned. Another shook his head. We told you to take us, but you refused. I know, Ibrahim said. I wanted to walk freely, to feel what it's like to live without eyes on me. Is that too much? The guards fell silent. One spoke. Some of our people abroad do wrong, steal, lie. It makes them fear us. I know, Ibrahim said. I've seen the reports, signed the deportations, but that doesn't justify treating us all the same. I wasn't a criminal. I was judged for my skin before I could say my name. As they walked to the car, he turned to them. Don't let the world define you by your color or others' mistakes. Don't hate back, but never stay silent against injustice. The guards nodded, moved. As the car drove off, Ibrahim carried a heavy truth. One tree does not define the forest. Every soul deserves to be known before being judged. Be fair, be patient, be kind. We are not what others expect, but what we choose to be.